Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 21. Switch, man!
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's second year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has the last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Garoppolo. Fighting through pressure. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Tighten up. 21. I got you.
Garoppolo now. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Wait, set. Sean 80. Line 54. Let's go, Pete. gonna be a long day. Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, orbit. Right there, 54 Mike. 72. I'm gonna run you over. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Go Bandit.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Fourth down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Watch the run, watch the run. Check 15, check 15.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. This is Mostert, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert! 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 45. Go ahead.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
21. Hey, exit. I got this.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. He's got the first down inside the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. 180! Mike, 45. Coming this way. 65. Here we go. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check it, reload. Hey, wahoo. Hey, go 66.
Brady now to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
On first down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Wait, that 53!
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Wait, that
54! I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Hey, check 24.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Alert!
Hey, 1-7, 1-7. Check right.
From from the gun on third down. Brady, he's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
$72.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Flushed out right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
$65.
There's Mostert. And he's got this down to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
11. Tight gun.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Second and 8 at the Buccaneers' 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Two.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First down.
Here we go. 120. Clock. 1, Omaha.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 12, 12.
51's the money. 50.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He's got daylight. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 24. Watch 24. Hey, check it.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get low.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Wait, 20.
54 Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Alert 3.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Mike's 50, 72.
On 2nd and 2, Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. That's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. On play action, it's Garoppolo. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
You.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
What we got?
Hey, Charlie. I got this. Right there.
Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Here we go. 180! 21. 54.
Here we go, let's bring it.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Here we go. 180! 21. Here we go.
Mostert. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Now Garoppolo. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
21. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Here we go. Like 20. White.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Hey, alert!
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Delaney Walker there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check motion, 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 motion. Hey, 66.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal.
He's checking crap. Slam, slam.
Back, back, back. Check three, check three, check three. Check. Press. New draw quarters. Safe. Shoot. Hey, Alabama.
Here's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from a yard out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 33-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mostert. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This for the lead in the final stages. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady, second all-time in fourth-quarter comebacks.
And even though he's second all-time, it feels like first in all the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to have the ball in this situation.
Brady to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Sugar!
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Go!
Back and go full strength. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Ozzy!
54.
Ozzy! Sugar! Sugar!
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
He's back to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Brady, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
Back to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the hill.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball to score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition.
And now